So you really want to focus on the stretch, drag, full contraction. Hey, what's up guys? Gary Walker here with liveanabolic.com and welcome back for another video. All right, in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to build your bicep peak. We're talking the high point of the bicep that really stands out, stretches the tape, and adds size to your overall arm size, all right? First, here's the thing you need to realize. The bicep, meaning two, is made up of two different muscles. You got your short head of the bicep and the long head of your bicep. But there's also a brachialis muscle that sits right beneath the long head, which will actually help lift up the bicep peak, the long head of the bicep. So the way the bicep works, here's how I've always taught it. To determine what exercises work short head, what exercises work long head, the basic thing you want to look at is if your arm is straight, just like this, palm facing forward, straight out, put your finger on the center of your bicep. If you're doing a curl in this position, that's the part of your arm that's being worked. If you do a wide dumbbell curl, if you come out here, this inner part, the short head is the part of the bicep that is closest to your body. That is what you're working in a wide curl. As you come in towards the midline or center of your body, you work the long head. So the goal when you are working the bicep peak is to work across the body, across the midline. You also want to make sure you get a full stretch to get a full peak contraction as well. A fully stretched bicep is when your arm is behind your back. This is a fully stretched bicep. You'll notice it stretching as I come back. So movements that get you in a fully stretched position are gonna help activate and optimize the bicep peak, all right? The next thing you wanna do when you're back here is really focus on the top peak contraction. So I'm about to give you 3 exercises, my favorite 3 exercises for really building that peak. First, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel. And at the end of this video, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up so I know to film more videos like it. Let me show you my favorite 3 exercises for building that bicep peak. All right, the first exercise we're gonna do, and here's the thing, all 3 dumbbells only. You don't need barbells, you don't need an easy bar curl, anything like that. So I'm gonna show you what you can do using nothing but dumbbells. So the first one I like is a drag curl. So this is a dumbbell drag curl. Basically what you're doing, like I said, you're getting your arms behind your body and you wanna keep the dumbbells close to your body while you curl the weight up. You're bringing these right up to the top just like this. All right, that's a drag curl. The other thing you wanna notice is you don't want to bring your wrist up. You'll notice a lot of people working biceps, they'll curl their wrist up. Basically what that does, it places more emphasis on your forearms. You don't want the emphasis on your forearms, you want it on your biceps. So one thing you can do is bring your wrist downward. So the drag curl is perfect for that. So again, arms behind your body, drag the dumbbells right up to the top, hold for about 2 seconds on the contraction, bring it down nice and slow. Let's do 4 or 5 of these. All right, so if you haven't done these before, make sure you start with a light enough weight to really feel the movement. You don't want to go too heavy. What happens when you go heavy is as you're bringing the weight up, that's when you're going to naturally want to cheat and turn this into a normal curl. You don't want to turn this into a normal curl because that's going to activate your short head a lot more than the long head. So you really want to focus on the stretch, drag, full contraction. All right, so that's the first exercise that I really like. Second exercise, if you remember what I mentioned at the beginning of the video, anytime you're coming across the midline of the body, you're activating the long head of the bicep, which is gonna create that extra peak. So here's the other thing to focus on. When you're coming across the center of your body, really focus on the supination, rotating that wrist as hard as possible at the top to give you a fully peak contraction, and you're definitely gonna feel that on the outer head of your bicep. So, to show you a couple of these. Again, alternating right across center, hard contraction. Really focus on squeezing that bicep. Bring it down nice and slow and under control. This is one of the better ones for working that long head. You're really gonna feel it. Feel like your biceps are gonna be busting out through the skin. So let's do 2 more with each side. 1 more here. Really hit that contraction. Full contraction. All right, those are cross body bicep curls, all right? The third exercise is gonna work the brachialis. Again, just to reiterate, the brachialis sits right beneath the long head of the bicep. It's beneath it. As you work it, as it grows, it's going to lift that bicep peak. So again, bigger peak, bigger tape measurement, the bigger your arms look. So the thing you really want to focus on, a hammer grip is basically a neutral grip, meaning your palms are facing each other and they're staying that way. You're not supinating at all. You're keeping that hammer, that neutral grip. All right, shoulders back. That's one thing to remember when you're working biceps. Don't allow your shoulders to come forward. Keep your chest out, shoulders back, lock those elbows in. Peak contraction, squeeze really hard at the top. Squeeze hard, bring them down nice and slow. Again, when you're working to build, you wanna make sure you're working within the hypertrophy rep range. Biceps are usually about 10 to 15 reps. So choose a weight that's heavy enough to fail within the 10 to 12 rep range. A couple more here. Nice and slow. If you'll notice, I hold the contraction, full stretch, hold the contraction, full stretch. All right, so those are 3 of my favorite exercises for building that bicep peak. Again, very attractive muscle. You really want to focus on bringing the peak up. A lot of people do standard curls, alternating curls, preacher curls, everything that's designed to work the inner or short head of the bicep, and you neglect the outer, the long head of the bicep. Also neglecting the brachialis. So incorporating these movements into what you're already doing is gonna allow your arms to grow that much faster, that much more optimally, and they're just gonna look a lot better. But man, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and let me know. Also, if you have any questions at all, comment below in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you're struggling with anything, let me know anything at all. With that being said, man, that's all that I got. Get busy, get after it. God bless.